Should red telephone boxes be preserved? Well, we're looking once more out at the wacky and wild news that we see out in the internet and beyond. My name's Pete, the virtual vicar. I'm a clergyman, and with me is Mark, the businessman, as always. Now, what have you got for this week's recruits on Mark and Pete Live? What is this about telephone boxes?
Well, there's a call for this wacky story. Yes, thousands of phone boxes around the United Kingdom are due to be protected from closure.
Right.
Yes, well, most people will be familiar with, obviously, the fact that the iconic red telephone boxes in the United Kingdom have adorned our entire communities for many, many, many years. However, the UK telecoms regulator said it will stop BT from closing down 5,000 phone boxes in areas with either poor mobile signals or accident high rates. And this is essentially to serve local communities that need them. But I have a different view. My idea here is to say, well, are they just simply disconnected? The fixed telephone box is bright and red, and throughout the country they once did spread. But now the mobile device has moved ahead, and it's the end of the line, and the box is dead. Clergyman Pete, I ask you, when was the last time you ever used a red telephone box?
Well, it's a long time ago. Yeah, the box is dead. I think the phone was often dead. They weren't always that
Yes.
reliable. But yes, a long time ago since I used a telephone box of any description. And one of those red telephone boxes, yeah, you're talking at least 20 years ago, maybe longer. But they were not just a part of the landscape; they were a part of everyday life. I mean, that's how you communicated if you were out and about, wasn't it? I mean,
I used Pigeon Post, but that was a different matter. Yes, indeed. For those people who did not have a fixed landline, yes, and I know some people find that a little bit strange, but we are of a certain generation, folks.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
there was a time when you used to have to put on your coat, go out in the cold, wet wind, take your change with you, and actually trudge through to the community, to your local box.
When I were but a lad, I remember you coming over to my house, and we didn't have a phone, but we could see the phone box from my front window, and I remember us being amused by it, and when I watching people go in and out. When I eventually grew older, my parents thought, oh, let's install a phone. We called the phone from my house. I don't know if you remember doing this, and watching people react to it amused us greatly. But yes, it was part of the.
We have since moved on, folks.
You had to get your own entertainment in those days. Yes, so they were in a way useful. Mobile phones didn't exist, so it was a way of being able to communicate when you were out and about. But there were big problems with them. One problem is, of course, that people often use them as a handy toilet.
I don't know why you did that. This is true, folks. For those who are not familiar with the particular box itself, they were made of cast iron in many of them, and they were very difficult to enter. So if you happen to be a small weakling and you try to open the door, that was in itself a bit of an arduous effort. Secondly, you entered this very strange world, which was one, defecation or some other unfortunate detritus. But usually either the phone box didn't work, or you ended up with some scrawling and vandalism or something like that. Now, many people may say, but no, they served the community very, very well, and they were a lifeline. And that was true for some. But what's interesting at their peak, there were around 92,000 phone boxes around the United Kingdom, but only 96 of UK adults now, they actually own a mobile phone. So hence, of course, obviously technology has changed. This is really more of an icon, if you like, of a bygone technology era. The mobile phone has obviously surpassed it. So is there really any true benefit? Now, one of the reasons why that some people are saying, look, let's preserve it, because some communities do not have Wi-Fi, or they just simply can't get a mobile connection.
Well, I think that there is something to be said for having phone boxes, or at least internet connection boxes, having them with Wi-Fi, that sort of thing. but not this style. They're just so impractical, as we just pointed out. They're very difficult to in and out of, and because they're enclosed, if they get filthy, they stink and they're horrible. So this isn't a great design, but
No.
it is an icon of the past. They look very British. The red color,
Very distinctive.
the distinctive design, and having a few around, I think, is a good idea. And it's that there's a plan to. The UK telecoms regulator said it will stop BT from closing down 5,000 phone boxes, but that's for practical reasons. The question is whether you preserve these iconic red telephone boxes just for the history, like you would have a preservation order on a tree, maybe, or on an old building, or on a statue that you want to keep to remind yourself of the past.
Yes. Well, what's interesting
Remind
is
society of the past.
some people have been quite entrepreneurial in that some communities have thought, well, what else can we do with them? And interestingly, some have actually used them for things like a book exchange, meaning they are packed with books, almost like a library, effectively, where the community, with honesty, folks, basically pay a certain simple fee, and what they do is they take the book, read the book, and bring them back again. Now, that's quite a nice idea. Others have actually purchased them, and they put them in their gardens and made them into like little greenhouses. Very good, nice idea.
Yes. Well, with house prices going as they are,
yes, exactly. That's a good idea.
But yes, what do you think, gentle viewer or gentle listener? Do let us know. Contact us. Put a comment down below if you're watching the video version. On the audio version, then you can
give us a call for one of the boxes.
If you go to our website at Spreaker.com or go to markandpete.com, you will find us there and be able to leave a comment. But look, other than giving us a call from a red phone box, that's the best way to get in touch. Let us know what you think. That's all from us here for this week on Mark and Pete Live. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that jazz. And we'll catch you next time. Bye for now.